Hello everyone, Namaste all. I'm Suryakala. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to narrate a story by using simple present tense. In my previous video, I already told you the usage of simple present tense. So we use this tense to narrate a story, an imaginary story, even to narrate a summary of a book, novel also. So today, I'm going to tell you all the storyline of Balagam Telugu movie. You must be thinking, what? Balagam is a Telugu movie, and how are we going to learn English from a Telugu movie, isn't it? Yes, it is possible. You can also use this technique to narrate a story to your friends, to your neighbors. If you don't have any partner, when you walk, when you do some work, or when you sleep. This is summer season, right? And we sleep outside on a cot and looking at the stars, thinking about something. Instead of thinking about something, we can use this technique to narrate a story to ourselves so that we will improve our narrating skills. Okay, I was just thinking which movie should I share, and in recent times this movie really touched my heart. It's Balagam movie, and I felt so happy. I always would think, whenever I watch Malayalam movies and Tamil movies, I could see the nativity, originality, and without makeup, everything so natural. And I always would think, we really don't have such movies in Telugu. But when I watched this movie, I felt so happy. Yes, this is what really, it shows the originality of rural India, especially Telangana state, and the language, the dialect of Telangana. It is so natural. The actors, the actors who enacted in this movie, they are so natural. It just touched my heart. And when it comes to the music, I was just searching in Google that it is called as Cox Studio, it seems, and the lyrics completely from Telangana dialect, and the lyrics superb, really. I loved it. I loved every part of this movie. I enjoyed it. So without any further delay, let's get into the narration. Okay, friends, observe the way I'm sharing the story, and I'm going to use simple present tense, and observe the verbs in this. You can also use the same technique while you share a story with someone else, or when you use self talk, you can use this technique too. Okay, now, this movie begins with an elderly man who is very talkative, and this entire village looks like one family. This is completely the backdrop of Telangana state, Sirisila, I think so. Yes, Sirisila, and this man has three children, two sons and a daughter. Once they got married, the daughter got married, due to some trivial issues, they get separated and they get to stay away from each other. They don't talk for almost 20 years. And he also has a grandson whose name is Sailu. He always tries to experiment on different things, and he tries to check his luck. Our hero almost takes 10 lakh rupees loan, from someone, and they always chase him. He tries to escape from them, and suddenly his grandfather passes away. He always tries to escape from them. He finds different ways to get money to clear that loan, but somehow those plans get to fail. The main theme of this movie is Pakshimuttadam, which means, in Telangana, Andhra, we have this culture. When a person dies, they perform rituals and rites for 12 days. From the time of death till the 12th day, they perform different rituals. And as part of those rituals, they offer food to the bird, and they wait for the bird to come and eat the food. And they believe that the person who demises, he comes in the form of a bird and takes the food. This entire movie is all about the 12 days 12 days ceremony. And I do not know whether I should say this word, but there is a person in this movie who says that, why do you all cry? This person, he did not struggle to die, he has got a good death, so it's time to celebrate his death. So it is also celebration of death, celebration of culture, celebration of originality, all these things. And this movie revolves around these 12 days. The protagonist of this movie, Priyadarshi sir, and his parents finds a girl for him, and he thinks that by getting married to this girl, he gets some money, so that he thinks that he will clear all his, debts. But somehow, due to some quarrels, even that plan also, fails, and he is into trouble, because the people who gives him the loan, he chases after him like anything. The death of his grandfather, his aunt, who stays away from them for almost 20 years, she comes back. Okay, she comes back with her family. And here you see the emotional, bond between all of them. The director shows really, very well the emotional bond between all of them. So after the funeral, as I already told you, there is a ritual in Telangana as well as in Andhra, that they offer food to the bird, and they wait for the bird to come and eat the food, and they offer the food on the third day, fifth day, as well as the 12th day also. So they wait for the bird to come and eat the food, but the bird doesn't even touch the food. So it brings distress in every one of their hearts. And the other side, our hero tries to get money. He tries to use his grandfather's death to get money to clear his debts. Now, there is no one to marry, so that he can get dowry to clear all his debts. And he plans to marry his aunt's daughter, Sandhya. He always tries to impress Sandhya as well as her father. Fifth day, again they offer the food to the bird, and here the bird is crow. And again they wait for the bird doesn't come and touch the food. They all get worried. Meanwhile, there are other people in the village who fall sick, and they believe that because the bird is not coming and touching the food, and that is the main reason for all of them to fall sick. And they think that, the grandfather is the main reason for their sickness, for their illness. Now, this issue goes to the village head, and the village head tells them, if the bird comes and takes the food, that's well and good. If it doesn't come, you all have to stay away from this village, and no one from the village will talk to you. This is what he tells them. Now, he tells them that the entire family has to leave the village, and it puts them in trouble. Here the director introduces folklores of Telangana. It's called Budagajangalu, and also Borrakatha also he introduces. And you know uh, when I listened to this, I just almost had tears in my eyes. It just so emotional. it I'm just getting emotional. You must watch this movie if you did not watch it. It's rich in culture and tradition. As I already told you, the hero likes his uncle's daughter, and somehow his uncle also agrees for their wedding. And finally, the hero also realizes that, when the bird doesn't come and take the food, and he realizes, here he gets self realization that, he tries to find the reason for the bird to not to come and touch the food. And the hero finds that, his grandfather always, opens a bag and checks, and he always looks at something, and he tries to find it, and he finds it that there is a photograph of all the family members, and he cries like anything. And the final day comes, and again they offer the food to the bird, and here they show that the entire village comes and sits under a banyan tree, marichet kinda కూర్చుంటారు. And this scene is really it's a heart for the entire movie. And here the entire village comes and sits under the banyan tree and they wait for the bird to come and eat the food. And here the director also introduces a folklore of Telangana, Budagajangalu, and they come and sings and they call out the names of the entire family members. And this scene really, it just superb. By using this folklore, the director shows the importance of relationship and the emotional bond between the family members. And you know I had tears in my eyes when I watched this scene. They all come together. It's a beautiful scene, and the entire village watches this scene. And when you watch, you also become part of this movie. You feel that they are your neighbors, you feel that you are in their village. If you're a person from rural India, you literally feel that this is happening right in front of your eyes. You feel that you're part of this entire scene. And the hero keeps the a photograph next to the food, and the bird comes and takes the food finally, and they all feel happy. And as an audience, even we feel so happy. We wait for that moment actually. And finally the bird takes the food. And here the director says, Kalusundam, Kalise undam. Let us stay together. We should stay together. And this masterpiece is directed by Venu Eldandi Garu. I really thank Venu Garu for giving us such beautiful movie. Friends, this is how we use simple present tense to narrate a movie, and you also can try. Whether it is a Telugu movie, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, any movie, you take a movie and use this technique to narrate the movie, and for sure you will, improve your language skills. This will help you. This is all about today. I hope you liked it. If you like my video, share it to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all. Take care. And this bird also wants to be part of my video.